You're listening to All Things Sports with Mike Davis.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? Glad you could be here. Thank you for joining me on another podcast, All Things Sports with Mike Davis. I thank you for including my podcast into your day. If you're listening on Spotify, follow the podcast. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, comment, like, all that good stuff. Go to our Facebook page to get in contact with the show for comments or suggestions. I won't take up much more of your time. Let's get into it. All right, so I want to talk about the Michael Jordan and Isiah Thomas beef. For some reason, it will not die. Now, I don't know what it's going to take for Isiah Thomas to just move on. Look, I don't even see why it's a surprise that he is now understanding why Jordan feels the way that he feels about him. So Isiah recently came out and said that, he dominated Jordan and that Michael Jordan was not his competition. And I agree. Isiah said that, he was beating Jordan all the time and that his competition was Magic and Larry Bird and Dr. J. I totally agree. Now, Michael Jordan's not coming out saying any of this stuff. Michael Jordan, The Last Dance, he said, how he really felt about Isiah. But Isiah just can't seem to let this thing go. He's been bitter ever since the 92 Dream Team. I won't even say that. I'll say when the Bulls finally beat them. Now, age caught up to the Pistons when the Bulls beat them. And I get it. But he's just been bitter ever since that. And he's a bitter man. Look, no man goes around talking like this about another man just constantly. That's female tendencies, in my opinion. Female traits. And I'm sorry, Isiah Thomas has female traits. As does Shaq. Because Shaq can't leave Dwight Howard alone. But I won't get into that today. But Isiah Thomas can't keep Michael Jordan's name out of his mouth. And I get people will ask you a question, well, how do you feel about this? Look, make a simple statement, a 1-sentence, 2-sentence statement, leave it at that, go on about your day. But he just keeps dwelling on this whole situation with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan wasn't my competition. We beat him. We had a winning record. I was chasing Magic. I was chasing Bird, Dr. J. And I have no quarrels about that. I agree. I definitely agree. But at some point, Isiah, you got to let the beef go. Let it go. It will set you free. All right, look, that's all I got for you today, folks. I thank you for including my podcast into your day. If you're listening on Spotify, follow the podcast. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, comment, like, all that good stuff. Go to the Facebook page, get in contact with the show for comments or suggestions. You've been listening to All Things Sports with Mike Davis. And remember, it's your world. I'm just giving my opinion. I'm out. Peace.
You're listening to All Things Sports with Mike Davis.